Hey, what's up everybody? We're here to give you a quick overview review of this Tech Armor HD Ballistic Glass. This is for the Samsung Galaxy S6. So I've never used this particular piece of glass before on this phone, so we're going to give it a quick whirl and see how it works out for us. Let's set this phone aside. I'll go ahead and open the package and see what comes with our screen protector. Man, I really hope there's a piece of glass in here. That'd be nice. Alright, so we got our little tray here. On the back you can see there's a couple different styles. We have the HD ballistic glass. So the anti-fingerprint True Touch HD Clear comes with a lifetime warranty as well. Hope we don't have to use the warranty. So this is supposed to be the strongest one of what they make. Alright, so we have our piece of glass here on top, and it's just got a back cover on it to hold the adhesive on. We have our device cleaning wipes. Looks like we have some dust removal tape and a blue microfiber cloth. And we also have a little squeegee card here, if I can get it out of the package, to help us push out any bubbles if there are some. Normally there's not too many on these ballistic glasses. And we have our little welcome pamphlet. It should have instructions in here as well. There is an online video if you want to check that out about how to install it. Make sure that I'm doing it right at least. So nothing too crazy here. And really, it's pretty self-explanatory when it comes down of really what you need to do to make this work properly. So basically, what the instructions tell us is to watch the video, wash your hands, clean this screen and use the provided cloths, perfectly align it, which is difficult because there's no tabs. You have to hold your fingers above it. And then for larger devices, I want you to use a suction cup, which may be good for a small device as well, just so you're aware. And then slowly lower the uncovered side that had the adhesive on it. Lightly tap in the center, possibly in the shape of a cross. And then if you have bubbles, go ahead and push them out with the cloth and the card. And then the last step is to polish it. Make sure it's nice and clean. Now, there may be some wave patterns or small tiny bubbles that you might see underneath the glass. Normally those work their way out within about 24 hours. Now, if it's a piece of dust, that's obviously not going to work its way out. So, see if you're satisfied, write a review. If they're not really, you can actually go and talk to them first before posting negative feedback. So, cleaning wipes and our tools are all laid out here of what we're going to use. So, we need to start off with the cleaning cloth first. The wet cloth, so we'll go ahead and do that now. Slide this over just a little bit, and then we'll go ahead and take this. It's basically an alcohol wipe, and we're going to clean our device. It's not smart of me to try to clean on top of this microfiber cloth on top of a piece of slate, but hey, you know, you got to work with what you got. We're just going to scrub it clean. We don't want to have any dirt residue or anything stuck on here. This phone is not brand new, so it's been used for the last few months, so we're just going to make sure everything's nice and clean before we put our protector on. Now I'm really hoping that this doesn't have any halo issues. Basically right here on the recording you can see there's the way the screen curves, and part of the problem with the Samsung devices and finding a screen protector that's not going to halo is it actually curves before the edge of the screen. So if it's an edge-to-edge glass screen protector, it's going to halo no matter what. If you've watched any of the other reviews I've done on protectors, the Note 5, perfectly aligned, still has a little tiny protection on the end. So I just went ahead and used our microfiber cloth and cleaned it off. If you have any little tiny bits of dust, I was checking it out there to see if we had any. You can use these removers to help pull those off as well. I don't see any on here. There might be a little tiny piece here. The one trick is using these, you end up putting fingerprints back on it because you have to hold your device down again. So just something to be aware of. You can gently pull it off without having to touch the device, but it lifts your device up as well. Alright, now with that done, well, we can go ahead and put our piece of glass on. So you can see the easy pull tab here. Don't want to touch this at all on the back side. So we'll pull this off. Now it would be really nice if there were some tabs included, because it can be a little bit tricky to align this straight down. When it's clear, it makes it a little bit difficult to see exactly where it's at. It's definitely a lot harder since I'm doing it on camera instead of looking straight over it really close. It's a little bit harder, so just bear with me for a few seconds while I get it aligned. I'm just going to try to line the home button up down here at the bottom and possibly use the camera as a reference at the top. There's a little bit of a round cutout for the camera up here. Well, looks like it's a tiny bit off center to the right. Nothing too crazy. This will be a good chance for us to check and see if there's a halo issue down here as well. So see that you can see where it's stopped on the screen already, which is not a good sign for us. But we'll just take and try to squeegee those out a little bit with our fingers pressed down. Make sure it's on there nice and tight. The corners are on good at the bottom. We'll just kind of use our thumb and kind of press this towards the edge. You can start to see it to kind of cover itself up. Alright. So now we have it installed, and we follow the instructions, and it's on there pretty centered. Like I was saying, it's a little tiny bit off to the right. If you have any air bubbles, you can use your microfiber cloth and your card to push them out. Now, since it is slightly off center, that means the left-hand side of the phone should not have any halo effect at all, and the right side, if it did have some, that's where it should be at. Now, if it's an adhesive problem or a manufacturing problem, it might have it all the way around. So after the screen's been on for about 2 weeks, you can see here that this is the left side. This is the side that's further in towards the screen. And you can see that it's got some lifting going on. This is present from the first day that I put it on. And you can see that I press my fingers on it. The glue is still there. It's still adhering back to the screen. But then it just lifts itself right back off. So unfortunately, this isn't a halo-free screen. And really, I truly haven't found a piece of ballistic glass putting on to a Samsung curved display device that doesn't have a little tiny bit of halo. Just something to keep in mind. I have a Note 5 Jet Tech screen that's the best one that I've found so far. You can check that video out. But as always, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, throw those down in the comments. You want to see future reviews, hit that subscribe button, share this video. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.